All right, I did something today that I'm not proud of. I called myself. Yeah, you heard me right. I picked up my phone, dialed my own number, and had a full conversation with me. And honestly, it was the most reliable phone call I've had all week. Now, before you judge me, because I can already feel the judgment, let me explain something. I miss landlines, real phones, phones with cords, with weight, with purpose. You didn't carry them around like a lost remote control. They stayed in one place, like furniture. Back in my day, when the phone rang, it meant something. It wasn't spam. It wasn't unknown caller. It wasn't you've won a free cruise. It was a person, a real human being with intentions and probably a little bit of gossip. And the sound, that ring, not these little ding-ding notifications. No, I'm talking about a proper ring. That sound could wake you up, fix your posture, and remind you to pay your bills all at the same time. Now my phone vibrates like it's nervous. Just sitting there on the table going, bzz, bzz. What are you scared of? Ring like a man. So this morning I pick up my smartphone and I realize something. Nobody calls anymore. Nobody. People text. Little tiny messages like, hey, LOL, K. K? What is that? Back in my day, if you said K on the phone, people thought the line got cut. I miss conversations, long conversations, where you talk for hours about nothing, and somehow it felt important. Now it's just, where are you? On my way. Okay. That's not a conversation. That's a GPS update. So I thought, you know what, Chuck? If nobody's going to call you, you'll call yourself. Now, I didn't plan this. This wasn't some scientific experiment. This was emotional. This was personal. I dial my number, and suddenly, my phone rings. Now that felt good. For a moment, I forgot it was me. I thought, someone cares. So I answer it, and I say, hello. And then I hear my own voice echoing back at me, slightly delayed, slightly judgmental, and I froze. Because now I'm in a conversation with myself. So I say, hello, who is this? And my voice says, hello, who is this? Now we've got a situation. Back in my day, if you heard your own voice on the phone, you hung up immediately and blamed the government. Now I'm standing there, continuing the conversation like it's normal. So I go, this is Chuck, and my voice goes, this is Chuck. I said, well, of course it is, genius. We're the same person. But then something strange happened. I started enjoying it, because for once, the other person wasn't interrupting me, wasn't rushing me, wasn't saying, can you text that instead? I said, Chuck, how's your day going? And my voice goes, Chuck, how's your day going? I said, not bad, but I miss landlines. And my voice said the same thing. And for the first time in years, I felt understood. Do you know how rare that is? To talk to someone who completely agrees with you? No arguments, no confusion, just pure agreement. So I keep going. I start telling myself stories about the old days, about rotary phones. Oh, don't even get me started on rotary phones. You had to work to dial a number. You didn't just tap a screen. No, you put your finger in that little hole, turned it, waited, and then did it again. By the time you finished dialing, you were committed to that call. No turning back. Now, you accidentally touch someone's name, and suddenly you're FaceTiming your dentist. I don't need to see my dentist outside the clinic. Anyway, I'm still on the phone with myself. And then I realize I can't hang up, because if I hang up, am I ending the conversation, or am I ignoring myself? Now it's philosophical. Now it's deep. So I test it. I say, Chuck, you hang up first. My voice says, Chuck, you hang up first. I said, no, you hang up first. And it says the same thing. Now we're stuck. 2 Chucks, 1 phone call, 0 progress. Back in my day, if two people didn't want to hang up, you just said, "All right, see you later," and hung up anyway. Simple, efficient, respectful. Now I'm negotiating with myself. This is where my life has gone. Eventually, I put the phone down. Still connected, still hearing my own voice echoing into eternity. And I just sit there, thinking, maybe this isn't about phones. Maybe this is about connection, because somewhere along the way, we stopped calling each other. We stopped talking. We replaced voices with typing. We replaced conversations with notifications. And now, the only person calling me is me. Which, by the way, is still better than those spam calls. At least I don't try to sell myself insurance. Punchline. But let me tell you something. If I'm the only one calling me these days, at least I know I'll pick up. Call to action. All right, your turn. Do you miss landlines? Or have you ever done something weird like calling yourself? Tell me in the comments. I promise I won't judge much. And don't forget to subscribe, because apparently I'm just one step away from leaving myself voicemails.